A long time ago, a raven created the world and the water with the beats of his wings. He had powers of both man and bird and could transform from one to the other by simply pulling his bead above his head as one lifts up a mask. His earth was dark and silent. He created water and mountains and filled the land with growing peapod plants. After 5 days, one of the peapod plants burst open and out popped a fully grown man, the first to ever walk on the new earth. At first, the man was dizzy and confused, but he drank from the pool of water at his feet, which made him feel a little bit better. The raven, who had been soaring high in the sky, caught a glimpse of the movement below. For a long time, the raven and the man stared at each other without saying a word. Finally, the raven spoke. "Who are you? And where have you come from?" "I was born from the peapod," replied the man, pointing at the plant. Raven was astonished. He had created the plants but had no idea something like this could happen. However, he was very pleased to have new inhabitants on his land. "Have you eaten?" asked Raven. "I've had one drink of water," replied the man. "Wait for me here," said Raven, who lowered his beak and took form of a bird. With a flurry of dark feathers, he took off into the night. The man had waited for Raven for 4 days. The raven had returned with 2 raspberries and 2 heath berries. "These are for you. They shall grow all around the earth to feed you." The man devoured the berries in one gulp. Raven realized these berries alone wouldn't be enough to feed his hungry creation. Raven then began on making 2 fat mound sheep from clay. He waved his wings over them, and out sprung a mountain sheep. The man looked hungrily at them, so Raven placed him carefully up the mountain far enough so he wouldn't kill them all at once. Raven went on making fish, birds, and other animals, but placed them carefully out of the man's reach so he wouldn't eat them all at once. The fish in the rivers, the birds in the sky. Already, Raven could see other men bursting out of the peapod plants. After a few days, Raven created a bear, a huge bear, to have something the men could fear. After a few days, the raven noticed the men were lonely. Raven went off to a quiet corner of the earth where no man could see him, and he started making a figure. It looked like a man, but smaller and softer. He brushed his wings over this new creation, and this lovely being sat up and looked up at the man. This is a woman, your helper and your companion," said the raven. The man was very pleased. Together they filled the earth with children, and before long, Raven's new earth filled with the sounds of overflowing voices and many forms of life. And that is how the earth was created.